let's get to something that's, to me, the most serious issue that we're facing right now. This whole investigation with him and his family. With Biden's
Biden
family.
and Hunter Biden.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I had 18 LLCs, Panamanian companies, 18 of them. None of them had a business. It was just a company that I needed to open up a bank account. That was it. Okay? We were washing money, shell companies. Okay, I am telling you, this is a racketeering indictment waiting to happen. There's no question about it. There's no function to any one of these companies. He's funneling money through the same way I did it, 100%, exactly the way I did it. And with me, I'm just taking money from the government, all right? I'm stealing tax money. Okay, I went to jail for that. But this guy is influence peddling. What else could it be, Patrick? When people open their eyes and just look at it, what else can it be? Reporters have the nerve to say, well, we can't track any money that went directly to Biden. So what? So what that it didn't go to him? It went to his family. Even if he didn't get a penny, it went to his family. He did it to benefit the Biden family. This is, and then, I'm saying it too, and people have brought this out. We got a Chinese balloon flying over the country, taking all these surveillance, classified information that we have. This guy's backing down every which way. I mean, this is dangerous stuff for America.
Yeah, you know what's going to happen, Michael? This is what I think is going to happen. I think they're going to protect him
100%.
Until he is no longer needed. Then he will be a useful idiot, and then they'll destroy him. And they'll all turn on him. And they'll all tell the stories about how bad he was and what they'll do to him what they did to Andrew Cuomo. That's how quickly they'll flip on the guy once they cannot use him anymore. Because right now, they don't want him to run. And he's being punished. Stephanie Rule is her name? Is that her name?
Stephanie
she asked me a
Rule,
question.
yeah, of course.
America doesn't want you to run. In other words, there's no Fortune 500 company right now that's trying to recruit a CEO that's 82 years old, that's going to be 86 at the end of their terms. What makes you think you're qualified to do this? Experience. This, that.
Watch
right?
me.
Yeah, watch me. So, but the point is, Democrats don't want this guy.
Right.
So if he goes against Democrats and he still runs, the moment they're able to get rid of him, whatever way they do, they're going to turn on him like this in no time. He's not Bill Clinton. They'll turn on him in no time. And they'll then share the stories of, all these investigations, nobody knew, and then all of a sudden the truth came out, and it was, somebody like this, and, same thing they did to Cuomo. Andrew Cuomo was supposed to be the next president at one point.
Yeah.
Everybody in America is like, he looks more presidential than Donald Trump does. Look at the way he does his meetings every day in New York. And the next thing you know, no, he doesn't want to negotiate and work with us. Throw him under the bus, let's replace him. Very quickly, like this had happened.
But Patrick, how far has America sunk when you have a president that basically might have sold out the country, and people are protecting him from that? The news media is protecting him from that. Where do you draw the line and say, wait a second, I live here. I have kids here. This is my home. This guy is selling secrets to the foreign government, or influence peddling. When do you draw the line? Has America, look, you look at every major power, throughout history. Why were they destroyed? Immorality, finances, and the military going to hell. And things are happening like that in this country. With these great powers, they always crumble from within first. And I just can't understand. Look, I was a mob guy, okay? I was on the street. I don't know guys on the street that would do what this guy is doing and what the left is doing. I don't get it. What are they trying to accomplish? Is it all, I say, well, I get it. It's all about money and power. They want to stay in power. Okay, but you want to destroy the country while you're staying in power? What power are you going to have at that point? I don't know. I mean, I in my lifetime, I never thought I'd ever see a situation like we have right now. Look, the FBI, I always knew they were corrupt. But what you're seeing now, we saw in the Mueller report, how they went along with all of this, how they instigated it, how they covered things up. I always knew that, but people would say, oh, you guys are criminals on the street. Okay, all right, so they pushed the envelope with us. Okay, maybe you can justify it, even though I say this. Whenever you give the government power and allow them to break the law in order to get the lawbreakers, it's going to turn on you someday, and that's exactly what's happening. Okay, exactly what's happening. But I never thought I would see it deteriorate to this degree. I mean, we're in a lot of trouble. I'm a very optimistic guy. My wife gets crazy with me. God, don't worry about it. No problem. We'll fix it. Everything's okay. I'm pessimistic about the direction of America. I don't know if we can be fixed at this point.
Other than the border, Michael, what do you think the biggest issues are facing the country right now? If what you're saying is true, that you've never seen the country like this, and Biden's doing the worst job you've ever seen, the border clearly a mess, right? Title 42 just expired
Drugs.
Yeah. What else would you put in the top of the list these days?
Listen, I don't think this is a racist country. I think they're trying to divide us in a way that I've never seen before. This is not a racist country. Not at all. Not at all. Huge problem. The divisiveness in the country. And it starts from the top and it trickles down. And that's all you hear, this inclusiveness. Listen, you want the best people in office. You don't want people in office because they're a different race or religion or creed or background. You want the best people there to do the job, And now, I mean, because of inclusiveness, they're trying to make, America look like the League of Nations. Okay, we agree with that. You can, Patrick, you know this. You can succeed in this country no matter what. All right, maybe some people have a little, they came up the different way. They didn't have the advantages. They didn't have, the advantages that some other people have. But you can still overcome that in America. This is a great country, great country. But what they're doing here, and it's all about money and power. They want to stay in power. That's why I can't think of any other reason why he has opened up the southern border like this. When they try to give them the ability to vote, what are they going to tell them? Hey, you vote for Republicans, they're sending you out of here. You got to stay with us. That's it. If Texas turns blue, you'll never see another Republican in office. Never.
If Texas turns blue, you'll never see another Republican in office.
You got Florida. I mean, you got New York. You got Texas. You got California.
Yeah, from an electoral college standpoint, it's going to be very hard to win if you don't have Texas.
And that's what they're trying to do.
And you keep saying a slow drip where, they keep saying this is the year that Texas is turning blue. This is the year that Texas is turning blue. But I still think there's a 5-point margin of victory, but it used to be double digits. And I think you're absolutely right. You lose Texas, then you never know what will happen in these elections.
I want to tell you this, I know we're jumping around, but if this were anybody at this table or anybody else that were doing what Hunter Biden did, we would have been in jail a long time ago. It would have been over. Done. The evidence is there. It's like it's like the Republican said the other day, I'm giving you this case on a silver platter. It's all here. You don't have to do anything. We did it for you. They still don't want to touch it. This is bad stuff.
But so you know what that does though. Remember the scene where because you'd be in jail, you know which line I'm talking about, because you'd be in jail,
Trump and Hillary.
It's so great that a man like you is not in the office because you'd be in jail. Okay. So a lot of people were thinking when he does get elected, that's going to happen. Hillary's going to be held accountable. Didn't happen. And he didn't drain the swamp. That's a bit of a criticism that he gets from some of the people that actually supported the guy. But, the next person that gets elected, one of the things is, hey, we're going to go in. We're actually going to drain the swamp. We're going to find out who's behind this, and we're going to investigate it. Okay? So then there's going to come a moment where that person's close and everyone knows that guy's going to be a president, and he's going to get a phone call. And he's going to say, you, as a sitting president, cannot undermine the previous president, especially investigate him. It's going to be a very bad look for you to get reelected. Then they're going to somehow, some way create other boogeyman and so forget about the real investigation, and then 4 years going to go by and then never happen. So what are the chances that FBI will eventually investigate these guys?
They never seem to hold anybody accountable on the left. I mean, nobody falls down for anything. I mean, look, Hillary Clinton smashes her computer. I mean, look, I can't tell you, I've had experience with this. I had records missing and they wanted to hang me for it, if they could have. You're smashing up your phones, your computers that have, information on there that can be harmful to you. Nothing happens. I mean,
maybe she was pissed at Bill Clinton. Maybe Bill Clinton sent a text and Bill did something in that computer. What's her excuse going to be for destroying the computer? I mean, actually think about it, right?
Yeah.
Can you imagine the average person is like, so why'd you shatter the computer? You know what? It fell out of my hands, okay? Well, why else could it be? I was just upset at Bill because Bill did this. The average person is going to sit there and say, what were you hiding in that thing? Okay, and should the American people know or no? Who knows?
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.